Everybody, how are you? I think we're live. Maybe you do too. Hey, everybody. Now, if anyone's joining and they can hear and you hop in the chat room, drop a number one in the chat so that I know we're actually working here. You know what I'm saying? And then I'll post it on my other channel and whatnot. Anyways, I hope everybody's doing well. Now, for people who are joining on the replay, you are watching. Hey, Coffee and Cats, thank you. This is my podcast channel, so make sure you're subscribed to this. This is not the main channel. Podcast channel, we go over headlines, do live chats from time to time, that kind of stuff. And the other channel is the deeper dives and stuff like that. That's it. I appreciate all that. And now, so thank you, everybody. Hey, Jill. Hey, Veronica. Hey, Jennifer. Let me go over to my other channel, the main channel, and post this so that everyone knows over there. And then let me go to Patreon and post that so that it's easy to find. Now we just want to go do it now. And we're going to press publish. And there's that. Okay, so we're ready to go. Alrighty, everybody. Emily, how are you? Kimberly, how are you? Liz, how are you? Everybody, remember this is Emily. Hold on. It's still up here, y'all. I love this. Emily did this picture, y'all. This acrylic, I believe it is. Correct me if I'm wrong, Emily. Still love it. It's still up here. Absolutely love it. And Emily, don't forget to you need to pick yourself out a sweat. Speaking of, don't forget to pick yourself out whatever you want from the merch store, right? Obviously. But I'm gonna be doing new merch for the latter part of the year, so keep that in mind. I'm gonna do some Roscoe themed stuff. Okay, hey Aunt Adna, hey Sandy Lee. Oh, I haven't watched Love After Lockup in so long. I need to go back to it. I have been down. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Let me just go ahead and say this for people who are joining. First of all, this is the live chats, so this is me stopping and talking, doing all that kind of stuff. So if you don't vibe with that, you're not gonna like it. Just there's that. I just like to be upfront with that. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, what we're going to do is we're going to be going over reading comments and stuff. But in this beginning time, I want to catch up with Silva Squad, talk about whatever dish, as I like to say it. So there's that. Now, hey, Jocelyn, how's it going? Hey, Fuzzy Doxy. Okay, so Sandy, I have not watched Love After Lockup, but let me tell you the damn rabbit hole that I went down recently. Okay, and I'm talking in literally rabbit hole. I went down the rabbit hole of what is her name? Holly Madison's book Down the Rabbit Hole about her life from in the mansion, the Playboy Mansion. And then Playboy did a documentary, like it's still going, a series ongoing about like the history and all this kind of stuff. Y'all, that's some damn scandal, okay? As if we didn't know, right? But I mean, I was like, oh my God, right? I need to watch it. Okay, I will. I'll get on it. I swear. I'm excited. So that's like my most recent, like going down the rabbit hole. And then that damn Adults Adopt an Adult show that they took off the air. It was so bad. They took that off the damn air, y'all. They took that off the damn air. Now, what do we got here? Whoa, good God almighty, Miss Diane. That is so sweet of you. Thank you so much. Oh my, I am spoiled rotten. And I would just say, hey, Paul and everyone, just wanted to thank you for your constant content. Get something nice. That's really sweet. I really appreciate that. Thank you. And I actually re-recorded, speaking of new content, just so y'all know, a few like news headline videos are coming out on this channel. So like today I just recorded one about the laundries thing. And then the Barry Morphew stuff, the tweets that what's her name? Lauren Sharp put out from that hearing. And then I didn't know this, but I was looking into CrimeCon 2022 because somebody from the Memphis 3 thing is going to be there, and there's movement in that case. And so I'm going to do a quick little headline video on that, and then the stuff about the Delphi murders. So anyways, that's what I like doing this channel for. And I've been asked for hold on, I'm so excited. Can you tell I've been drinking coffee and it's too late to be doing that? I've been drinking coffee, sorry, I had dinner. Anyways, I like doing the headline stuff over here because when it comes down to like the algorithm, stuff like that, to be quite honest, what seems to work for my channel is doing the longer videos and the other thing and doing this kind of stuff over here. So that's why I've kind of separated it and then doing the live chats over in this channel. This is also the channel where I will upload stuff that I put to members only and Patreon and whatnot. So that's what goes on. Hey, Amelia Sparkles, how's it going? And again, thank you, Diana. That was very sweet of you. I really appreciate it. But we're going to do a live chat specifically to talk about CrimeCon before it happens because I've been reading the people that are going to be there and I'm about to die, right? Um, there's some really interesting things. Also, keep in mind, they are doing a like documentary, fake series, whatever you want to call it, on the staircase, and it is looking really good. The previews for it. Also, last night I watched. I have so many things to tell you. Also, last night I started watching Through the Eyes of Tammy Faye, the movie based on the documentary. Um, whether you like Tammy Faye or not, it was good, y'all. It was good. I haven't finished it all because I got really sleepy and fell asleep, but there's that. Yes, it's Theresa. Hey, Theresa, how's it going? Hey, Loretta. Hey, Marie. Um, hello, Scotland. Lookout 77. First of all, hello. Secondly, Emily does it. She did this one up here. Okay, what else was I probably gonna? What else was I gonna tell y'all? You love that movie? Yeah, it was good, wasn't it? Um, it was definitely good. I'm gonna watch it, like finish watching it tonight, probably. I was gonna tell y'all something else, and I grabbed my phone. Oh my god. Okay, what did we think? And I'm not trying. I know this is petty, y'all. I know this is petty, but there's sometimes where I just like to be concerned about petty stuff. What did we think about the slap on the Oscars? I'm just gonna say this first things first. I was like, I didn't even know the damn Oscars were going on until the slap happened, right? Like the next day. And I didn't even pay attention to it. It's like, that's some joke, whatever. Hey cow, hey Cookie, how's it going? I didn't even know what was going on. I was like, that's still a thing. If that says anything. Um, and so yeah. Uh I didn't think it was real at first. I didn't know this. So here's like, and again, I didn't watch the show, none of that stuff. Pardon me. So just the clips and the TikToks that have been out there about it. What I put together is he laughed first. Jada reached over, said something. He got up, slapped her. He got him, slapped her, got up and slapped Chris Rock. Chris Rock was like, oh my God. And then he sat down. Jada was laughing at that though. And then that's that. And then they still got a standing ovation for his Oscar. So I'm on Chris Rock's side with this show. I'm sorry. It was tacky of Will. Him and Jada have been on my sus list for a while now when it comes to narcissism, elitism, classism, all that kind of stuff. I'm getting bad vibes from them, and that kind of sealed the deal for me, right? And I hate to say that because honestly, am I somebody who I'm like, oh, I'm a fan of Will Smith's movie? No, not really. Um, you know, but there's just been stuff that I've been seeing going on with him and Jada that I'm like, I'm getting really bad vibes here from these two, and that just kind of confirmed it. And then also I can never say her name right, Tiffany Haddish. Um, I mean, I just feel like I don't know about that either. I'm just like, I don't know. She is kind of roped into that. And so there's that. Yeah. So the whole thing with Hollywood seemed to get to a certain point, and I don't know if they become bizarre or if the bizarre um gets put out there, but they get bizarre. And by they, I mean these movie stars, the Hollywood elite, all these kind of people. Once they get to this age, and it's just like you start seeing this bizarre behavior, and you're like, have they always been that way? And I just saw somebody say, Loretta said Dr. Grande says because of her affair, Will is trying to be back. And see, that's what I thought too, Loretta, because I was sitting here and I was like, because that literally everyone's like, oh, his affair is open, or his marriage is open to everything except for jokes and da 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 da. And I mean, I'm kind of like, okay, yeah, so she's out here on TV putting him out there. I think a large part of it was that, and like whatever they have going on, I've started going down the rabbit hole of being like, is Jada the real abuser in the relationship? I'm not trying to sit here and say that Will is not, right? But almost like that, what did she whisper in his ear? You know what I'm saying? Like, has she manipulated him some way with this whole open marriage thing? Because if I'm correct, I don't think that he's truly down with that as much as he pretends to be. Um, so Anyways, that was just, I was like, really? Oh my God, are you serious? Um, so yeah, let's see, Veronica. I think so. Yeah. I mean, I just question that. Um, maybe part of the anger is when his party, Jada. And here's my thing with Jada's hair. I personally like her with the way her hair is shaved, bald. I think she looks stunning that way, right? Um, Now, I mean, again, it's a personal thing of her getting insulted over that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and account for her feelings. Um, but I mean, pardon me. I personally like her. I think she looks amazing that way. So, anyways, okay. Oh my God. Okay, this is horrible. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to be reading some comments and just dishing along the way. And we're going to start off with the most recent video. I got to get to it first, and that is Nicole Kessinger. Um, I'm glad. So, and I'll announce it as we go. So, I just put out a video yesterday where I watched that recent, and I say recent because the video part to it is recent, but the audio came out a while ago. Interview with Nicole Kessinger, Chris Watts' mistress, and I just commented on it or whatever. And so I didn't do like I usually do where I put the clips because it's a long video, and a lot of people were like, "Thank you, I can't stand watching her." So I'm glad y'all vibed it. Now let me just get to my channel real quick. So hold on, please hold, please hold. Okay, I'm just trying to get to the videos and I'm confusing myself. There it is. Okay, it doesn't take. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the damn sofa. Okay, loved Roscoe. Good seeing you both. Thank you very much. He likes seeing y'all too. Um, So this is talking about and this is one thing that came up, and I'll just say this too. So in doing this, and I call it a cruise ship director. We'll go off script from the comments because this is like combining a bunch of comments. Okay, so when I talk about in relationships how there's somebody who usually like drives the ship, right? And I call it the cruise ship director. And so there's someone who's more in charge of being like, hey, we're gonna be going, we're gonna do this and blah 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 blah. And Friday, like the cruise director, the social party, right? I mean, that kind of thing. 100% Shanann was at with Chris. And I think no matter who Chris got with, he was always going to be passive like that. 100%, right? I just think that's what he's going to be. I think if he had gotten with NK, she would have been the domineering personality, right? I just think that is what I just think that's how it goes with the type of personality that he is, right? Um, oh, excuse me. So there's that. Excuse me. So, anyways, I just see that in relationships all the time. Matt and I mean, for Matt and I, it's like I mean, I'm usually the one like, we're going to go do this, or we're going to Vegas for CrimeCon, or, oh, so and so texts us. It's just kind of how it is. It is what it is, right? Now, the difference maybe is that there will be times where I'm like, I need your help planning blank. You know what I'm saying? And maybe him and Shanann didn't have that. I don't know. Um, let's see. Also, a lot of people talk about this in the comment section. So she's every woman's nightmare, the attractive coworker who flirts with the husband, follows through to them. I mean, exactly right. And I mean, this can be said for so many different scenarios and whatnot. Um, uh, and I agree. I mean, this is like it hits that kind of internal fear in a lot of us, right? Of what happens, if like what happens if this happens. Um, I'm just kind of thinking the video. The tone of it, right? A lot of people had issues with that, of the giggly, um, jumping right from the oh goodness gracious to he's gonna be a dad and did it. A lot of people, and I said this in the video, a lot of people took note with this in regards to um the dynamic of trying to like sell herself, trying to be like Oh, I wanted him to go get back with Shanann. I tried to, make him get back and da 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 da. And it's no. Oh, I wasn't looking him up on, Facebook, whatever. And place. A lot of people confirm that. I mean, a lot of people are like, look, if I meet somebody, I'm gonna look them up. It's the day and age we live in, right? So for somebody trying to play it off like they don't, there's very few people that could probably play that off, right? So there's that. Let's see here. A lot of people just noting how she was playing Chris, that kind of a thing, and I do agree that that was going on. I believe that that was going on. Like, just even if it's just in the level, and I'm speaking from terms of, how do you say it? Um, Not nefarious is, I guess, what I'm trying to say. Like, anyone would be doing this, not anyone, but a lot of people. I shouldn't say that. Some people, when they get into a dating situation, will use kind of emotionally manipulative tactics to, um, get their way, or you know what I'm saying, that kind of thing. And so to me, I saw a lot of that kind of stuff going on. For example, I try to get him to get back with Shanann. I sent him on a way, things of this nature. I wanted him to go visit his people, and I tried to back off, and this and that kind of stuff, right? Am I saying that she did that in the context of trying to do what eventually happened to the girls and Shanann? No, but you see this happen all the time with people, wanting to put their best foot forward, regardless if it's an affair or not, right? It's human beings. People just do that, right? They put their best foot forward when they start dating somebody. It is what it is. And then let's see here. I'm just kind of reading through the comments here. For those that are just joining, I'm just going through comments from videos, and I'm gonna be jumping through several different videos. We're not going to spend an entire time on one specific thing or whatever. And I didn't know this, but I apologize because a couple of people said this. I was. I didn't even think. I was like, why did I choose to do that? I was drinking a soda during this, and it bothers a lot of people, so I apologize. But I didn't even think about that. Okay, side note, y'all. Thank God I looked at this. Okay, so, and I'm not in the room right now to talk about it, and I'm not gonna say the person's full name, but Lindsay. I'm gonna. If I hope you are listening. Okay, so when I did a live chat in the living room, I had this picture hanging up over the sofa. And it's not even, this scenario is funny, right? And so it's this picture. I got it at an estate sale, and it's this picture of like a barn in winter. It's very kind of bleak and maybe sad and depressing or whatever. And so for me, I remember getting it, and it was in like this man's office, and it was very regal and all this kind of stuff, whatever. And I just loved it, and I bought it. I was working at this. I used to do estate sales, stuff like that, and so I got it, right. So I've had this, and we had it over our fireplace in our townhome, and it was very somber. We had this blue color in there in the fireplace. It was that vibe, right? Okay, so fast forward. So we have a friend coming to visit here. Remember, we've only been in this place since December, right? So like I've been slowly putting stuff up. Well, a friend that's coming to visit, and I was like, man, hey Holden. I was like, I don't have anything like on the walls. I haven't done anything, whatever. So I was like, I have this picture. I'm gonna put it over the sofa. So there's that, right? Okay, so in the comment section, this has gone on for like probably several times now, but somebody was like, oh my God, that picture is like so drab. Like, it's just like, because people are used to seeing this, right? Which this is a part of my personality, right? This is like my room here. So one day I keep threatening y'all with this. I'm going to do a tour in here, and it might be getting close to having it set up enough to where I feel like I'll show y'all this, because it's usually a hot mess. But there are 3 different sets in this room, right? There's this one, there's the horror movie thing over here, and then there's the podcast computer in this corner, and then there's just stuff and lights and cameras and stuff like that. Anyways, so I forgot what I was saying about. Oh, so people are used to saying, so this is just me, right? And so I use this to just kind of be me. Anyways, so it's funny. So this joke has been this person and a couple other people have been like, we need an explanation on this picture. We need an explanation on this picture. Like, why do you have this picture hanging up? So, anyways, so that is that. That is the story behind the picture. Once I had been, pardon me, I've actually been on a decorating spree lately. So, um, I'll share all the new stuff that I got next time I sit out there because I do like sitting on the sofa when I can, but it's quieter in here. So, anyways, it was funny, and so I just came across her comment that said, "Paul, the picture," and I was like, "Okay, we are going to talk about the damn picture now." But yeah, I used to work for an estate sale company. Let me tell you what, that was fun. It was hard work, but it was fun. Anyways, okay, let's move on here. Let's just move. We already did that. Let's talk about, we haven't talked about this one, right? See, it's been a while since I've done these videos, the comment videos. And so, yeah, we're moving on to Sherri Papini. I know, Fuzzy Duck. Yeah, I should be like, I took that photo. Um, yeah, it's a painting from the Walking Dead. Yeah, I should come up. It's really a boring story behind it. Oh yeah, my Mickey Mouse ears. Whee! I do. It's so funny how that happened. I have to finish this wall because you can see how it's not finished. Like this is where the set cuts off. Anyway. Okay, y'all, the Sherri Papini case. Now, for those that don't know, this is the mother that got kidnapped years ago. Now it turns out that she made it all up, and that she had really run off with what do you call it, she had like an ex-boyfriend come get her, and then she got dropped back off when she started missing her kids. I ain't buying it, but it is what it is. And so all this information is coming out, and it's shocking. Okay, now, so I'm going to read some of the comments. So I did a video on that. Let's just see what people had to say about that. A lot of people talk about she's a narcissist. And I mean, clearly, right? Somebody who's going to go to this level to do something like this they're not very well balanced, right? So let's see here. Now this is very true. I love this one for this. Okay, so the saddest part about this is that there were at least two women in the same time frame and same general area who were actually kidnapped while jogging and later found dead. And to think of how many actual missing person cases had to take the back burner for her, all the resources. I mean, this is so true. I mean, this is the thing with something like this that just is shocking, is how she victimized people who were truly being victimized, right? And Theresa says she did so much for herself. Yeah, and the amount of stuff she did, Brandon herself, and then acting all distraught over it makes me sick to my damn stomach. I mean, I'm just like, please. And then here's I had some people saying like that, almost kind of like I was coming after the husband, which I wasn't. Because I hadn't heard about any of this until then. And so I did have this genuine, like, we're going to have to find out if he's in on any of this. He spent some of that money. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. I mean, I view the children as true victims in this and him as a victim, but I haven't 100% decided on that. But I didn't intend to like come after him in any way or whatever. But I mean, the facts are the facts. I mean, he spent this money, right? I mean, they did bad stuff with the money. Now they haven't charged him, not as far as I know. Now I haven't looked in the last couple of weeks. So they might not have any evidence saying he knew anything about. I don't think he knew. I don't think the husband knew. In the moment, I don't think he planned it. Like, I think she legitimately did that on her own. But what I think is at some point, he had to have been let in on it after she came back. Because remember how it was like she would only talk to him. She didn't want to talk to the detectives because she was too traumatized. I'm like, my God. I mean, you can't make it up. So at some point, I'm just like, you know, you know, you would think he has to know. I think he's probably a little bit dramatic, but he's probably like that normally. Some of the stuff that I found that was like, oh, this is like a ready to go reality TV show couple, da 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 da, and that kind of thing. So I'm like, yeah, he's probably just like a dramatic dude, and so that's where you see like the overabundance of emotion on the interviews and stuff there. It's like, dude. But yeah, and like Emily just said, I think he figured out if nothing else. Yeah, I mean, I think that here's the other thing too. She apparently has a history of like lying and all this kind of stuff. So that's where I'm like, you just start putting two and two together, you know. Um, so yeah, the victim funds money is disgusting, that she used for that. I mean, anyways, I can go on forever about her, but Chris Noyd, hey Chris, how's it going? I really think his hood annoying. Yep. Um, yeah, and I do too. I mean, I definitely think that she pulled the wool up. And I guess my question is this, because when she ran away to the hut to the ex-boyfriend, like what was the true motivation? Because then it was, oh, I'm missing my kids, let me go back to him, drop me off. Was she just not into him anymore? I find it very hard to believe that she went and did all that and that they were not hooking up, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, well, what was the point? What did you think would ever come of that? Hey, Rosie, how's it going? It's good to see you. And Teresa, I don't know. Hey, Pretty K, how's it going? Hold on, I'm getting all tripped up here. Okay. Um, I just, I don't know, but it's weird. Okay, so here we go. Good Lord, this woman really committed to her lies. I mean, amen. I mean, the commitment was next damn level. Okay. Um, let's see. This case is crazy enough before I used it. A lot of people were saying that they were like they believed her, they were on her side, and that kind of thing. Says don't. This one says, "Don't worry, dear Paul. All we yokels called BS on the story pretty quickly. Then after she turned up talking about two Hispanic female abductors. Now the story. Okay, now I forgot about that part. The part that she came up with, she was very detailed about the what was it the. Hold on, let me read it again. Where did it go? The Hispanic female abductors. I mean, she was so detailed with all of that, right? And then that whole thing about that racist thing that she wrote, which I personally think she wrote that. I personally think she wrote it. And they tried to play it off like, oh no, this is a very, very disturbed person. Okay. Very disturbed. I can't say that enough. Another one, I never believed the story when it came out. Once you return, I hated to think somebody would lie about such a story, especially with children that were traumatized. And that's the thing, you would just never want to think that somebody would lie to this level. I mean, expect when they have kids. I mean, it's like, what? I mean, what was she thinking? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, what was she thinking? Um, pardon me. Excuse me. Okay, of course it doesn't mean she's crazy. Great video. Yeah. She's definitely going to use her ex-boyfriend as her patsy. Yeah, see, that's what I wonder. Is the ex-boyfriend going to get charged? Pardon me. I don't even remember if this is excuse me. I haven't checked it, so I don't know if something's come, of it recently. Let's see. Loveless. Okay, so this person was saying that basically they were feeling a little sus about the husband's body language. Let's see. I'm just reading through the comments here. Oh, here's one from Emily. Let's see. Oh, and then what timeout? Did y'all see the damn pictures that resurfaced? Because, and I'm not trying to shame or anything like that, but I mean, that they have had to have been living in like pure T hell, right? Um, okay, so yeah, she doesn't look like those pictures that everybody that even I used on that. Like those are old pictures. I think she's gonna get in a lot of trouble myself. Okay. Now this is a good one right here, and this is so damn true. Hey Outlandish, how's it going? what I can't understand is how did she think in this day and age that police wouldn't figure this all out? I wonder if she didn't have a different plan originally, but was forced to change it after the case got so much publicity. Amen. That okay, so that right there I think is exactly what happened. I think she had a certain plan and did not expect this to blow up at all to the degree that it did. Hold on, let me grab my water. Please hold. I don't think that she thought it was going to blow up, and so then it did, and she had to ad lib, right? Mm, that was some potent damn coffee. I mean, that dehydrated me. Um, okay, let's see. Another one, she's narcissistic, spoiled, psychopath. You can tell by her pictures. Every one of them is her staring at the camera with her husband turned the other way. I mean, this is true. It's kind of weird. Attention seeking. Yep, 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 yep. Um, Her husband seems to totally adore her. I bet he thought he won the wife lottery when they got married. I feel sorry for him and the kids. I mean, exactly. I mean, because he was like literally beside himself over this, right? Um, and then yeah, Marnalam and hello, how are you? So true. How could she be that stupid to mess up with the underwear? I mean, that's the whole thing. I'm just like, it's like she didn't like some of this stuff is just, you know, I don't know. It's like she wasn't thinking. Because you would think going through all this, one would put that energy and effort into the story, right? To making sure that it goes through. Okay. How could she put her kids through this? I mean, so true. Um, she definitely was serving looks wise Jody. Did anybody else get Jody Arias vibes? I mean, like completely. Like, I mean, when I first saw the story coming out, I was like, "Oh, this is what's Jodi Arias doing back in the news?" And I was like, "Oh, this is not her." I was like, "Well, let me read this." My God. Okay, this person. She said, "This person writes the three." I don't know why it's funny. The reporter does not believe this dude. Okay, so if you watch the video that I did with if you go back and watch, and it is interesting, if you watch the reporter interviewing the husband, you can tell that reporter is like, uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. So it's funny. Um, okay, and more about the kids, people who cry wolf, amen. So yeah, so we're gonna get ready to switch to another comment section here in a second. So that's the thing with that. I mean, I'm curious. Let's just go see if anything's come up real quick since we're talking about it. Hold on one second. Sherri comes right up. They know I've been searching that 4 weeks ago. Okay, hold on. Let's see this. Her pal still supports her. I might have to do a little video on this. Sherri Papini's former colleague threw her support behind the California super mom. I'm like, yeah, we can go ahead and lose that title. Okay. Saying love makes you do crazy things. Speaking to the Post from her home in Redding, California, Joyce Travis applauded Papini even after prosecutors accused her of sparking a 3-week manhunt in 2016 when she allegedly hid out with a former boyfriend. We are also quick to judge, but everybody makes mistakes, said Travis, who worked with Papini at a local AT&T store. She obviously made a huge mistake, but she followed her heart and did what she thought she had to do with someone that loved her and she loved back. That's not an easy thing to find in this world. I mean, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Um, I don't know. Okay, just checking in, just checking in. Okay, so I mean, so on that note, this person's trying to say that I guess she was in love with the boyfriend, um, and so she moved in with him. But then my whole thing with this is, I'm like, why not tell your husband you want to see somebody else? And I mean, really? Like, no, this is no, absolutely not. Travis was stunned by the allegations against Papini, who was charged earlier this month with mail fraud and making false statements to law enforcement related to her supposed kidnapping. But she said she could understand why Papini would have risked it all for a shot at love. I would probably say to her, you know, you must have felt so much love for this person that you would have to come up with a story. Travis said in the interview Friday, there's a lot of crazy things you can do with the powerful emotion of love. So for her to be able to do something like this, she must have really been in love with this person. I mean, seriously? Okay, so I just imagined her running down the road, getting abducted, and her phone being left, Travis recalled. I was imagining the worst. I was just so scared and was so worried about her. She added, it's just mind blowing and shocking to see her in the news again. I kept saying, oh my God, this can't be happening. Her husband finally made a trip out to the store where her husband made a trip out to my store where I worked to hand it to me personally because he knew I was the one who backed Sherri and supported her the whole time. Wait, hold on, let's get back up here. When Papini finally turned up on Thanksgiving morning last year, Travis and other co-workers chipped in to buy her a huge bouquet of flowers. She said Papini's husband Keith personally delivered a thank you note that she has kept in her memory book to this day. Her husband made a trip out to my store where I worked to hand it to me personally because he knew I was the one who backed Sherri and supported her the whole time, Travis said. The note she sent is sentimental to me because this was representative of her being alive, that she was found safe and sound. It's just something I plan on keeping forever. Um, Okay. Thank you for the thoughtful card and beautiful flowers, said Papini in a handwritten note. I saved them as a reminder of the amazing people and support I have in my life. I will forever be grateful for all of you and look forward to seeing you in person. So there's that. Sounds good. Yeah. Um, a former neighbor in Reading who wanted to remain anonymous told the Post that Papini was known as the pretty blonde and the type to always want attention. Yeah, well, she got it. Um, Other family members who helped raise funds for the family back in 2016 refused to comment on her charges. One former friend who did not want to be identified scoffed when asked if he still supported Papini. No, we have not talked to her and have nothing to say about that. Travis says she has not communicated with Papini outside of the thank you letter. She recalled running into Keith while running errands around town. Keith said she's doing fine. She's very jumpy because she's got PTSD, and it's going to take some time for her to come back to normal. Papini had never mentioned anything about wanting to leave her marriage or reconnecting with her ex-boyfriend, Travis said. She only had positive things to say about him. I mean, again, I'm just like, seriously? I mean, this is somebody who wanted to, do you want to know my opinion about that right there? This is somebody who wanted to make some money selling an article to the New York Post. You know, okay, get your money. I get it. I mean, it doesn't even make sense. Why would you even support somebody who abandoned their children? Isn't she a bear? I would think so. I would hope so. I mean, like, no shame, okay? Right? No shame. Hey, Cement Shoes, how's it going? Uh, Yeah, this reminds me of Ezra McCandless. God, remember that trial? Let's look her up and see what's going on with her. Tearing up when she testified about the farmer who called police for her, giving her a blanket. First display of any emotion whatsoever in her trial. Now, that was a bizarre damn trial. Oh, my God. Let's look her up. Let's see what old Ezra's up to. I mean, just an exhausting human being, right? um, Yeah, Sherri. Okay, so wondering if she used descriptions of X's apartment and statements. If she also used some of his family. Oh, that's a good. I wonder if that's true too. That would make total sense. Thank you, Rosie. I appreciate it. And what do we got here? Oh, that's cute. Thank you, Rosie. I really appreciate you. Oh wait, I clicked the wrong thing. January 30th. Why was the word boy carved into the arm of an accused killer? That's just like clickbait stuff. Why was the word boy? Why is this a whole thing now? Why? I mean, let's click it. Let's click it. I mean, they got us. A young Wisconsin woman told a harrowing story of how her ex-boyfriend carved the word boy. I forgot about that aspect though. Where she said that he carved the word boy in her arm. Can't roll my eyes hard enough. The stuff that these people come up with. In her arm and then attacked her. Was she really a victim or did she intend to kill her ex-boyfriend, Alex Woodworth? Um, so this is just more of the same. This is just a big article trying to sell this. I mean, my God. I mean, I can't. I mean, that trial right there, y'all, it was interesting because it was just so bizarre, right? I mean, it was so bizarre. Um, yeah, that's me. Hey. Okay, so let's go over. Let's switch videos here. Okay, let's go back to the comment sections. We're gonna go over to Miss Gibb. Let's see what everybody had to say over here. Um, a lot of the stuff coming up with the inflection, tone of voice about when she brings up children, obviously. Um, let's see. Backpedaling, yes. One thing that I think that we see with a lot of people in this case, and again, we're talking about the Vallow case now, um, and this is specifically on a video of where I was going over like some of the testimony that she was doing, and some of the prelim stuff, as well as what was it? Some of her interview stuff. Um, so when I say it with these people, I'm talking about Melanie, Gibb, obviously Lori and Chad, right? Um, I'm drawing a blank here now. The niece. Why am I drawing a blank here? Melanie Pulowski. My God. Um. Anyways, this backpedaling, right? Because I think one thing that's taken place, Zulema, all this is like they had this spotlight put on them, right? I think a lot of them knew a lot more, right? But then say some people who didn't know more, but they were still just in with these beliefs. All of a sudden, number one, they're also trying to protect not getting shunned from the church or whatever they call it in that religion, excommunicated, whatever. So there's that going on, and then there's just the fact that like all these people died, right? And, and they were like like in this whole thing or whatever. And so there's that. Now, time the hell out for a second, y'all. Has anybody seen Julie Rowe's drama on TikTok recently? Um, I mean, y'all. Oh, thank you, clumsy clairvoyance. I appreciate it greatly, greatly, greatly. So, pardon me. Julie Rowe was like, I don't even know how to explain it because it's like TikTok drama, right? So she was doing something where basically she was getting rid of her account, but now it's back up. Oh, of course. And then she did some kind of women's retreat or something like that. Um, recently. Oh, thank you, Emily. I appreciate it. And thank you for being here with us. I always appreciate that. And you, Miss Emily, thank you very much. Um, and so, well, let's just go check it out real quick. Now I'm going to turn this down because we can't have the music, and then we'll get into the thing here. Okay, so she was going to delete her account, then she came back up, whatever. And somebody in one of the groups was talking about it. Okay, what is it? A better? And there's like another account with her, but it went away. A better. Oh my God, did she? Oh, I was like, did she block me? I can't remember what her thing is. Isn't it a better tomorrow? You know what we'll do? We'll just type her name in. Here, a greater tomorrow. A greater tomorrow. I mean, makes me sick to my damn stomach. Okay, hold on. Now you want to talk about narcissism here. Oh, Theresa, thank you. That's a cute one. Thank you, Theresa. I appreciate it. Okay, so let's see if you can see this. Hold on. Okay, I'm trying to begin. So when you go through TikTok and you see these where it's nothing but this over and over and over and over, this is a red flag. How she has not killed somebody in her local town, I have no idea, because she's driving around half the time that she's doing this BS, right? That's what really pisses me off about it. She's driving around and doing this, and I'm just like, hey JC, thank you JC New York 11. I think that's New York 11. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Now I don't know what this means. Long night. These are heavily photoshopped or filtered. It says long night of GTRF, but every one of her TikToks are like this. Filtered? I mean, stretching that damn filter. They keep hitting me in the eyes, especially right eye. I guess I'm makeup free today. And I don't know what that means. Need a root touch up. Look at how much my hair has grown in just 3 weeks. Crazy. Now, I saw somebody talking about that went to one of these things of hers or whatever, and they were like, it is low damn budget, right? I mean, like, low budget, right? Now, here's one. Tonight, I went by the gym for 2 hours and stopped by a local place to get a drink and eat dinner. Ended up in a music video for some country singer. So now I'm going to be famous, and does a little, winky thing or whatever. I mean, so there's that. So, I mean, this is the whole thing. She knew that video was going on too. She'd been scoping that out. She'd been scoping that. Here we go. I cannot with this one. I cannot with this one. Oh, let me turn this. Hold on. Let me turn my ring light down, because I feel like it's preventing. Okay. So the song is low, 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 low. And I'm like this, to each your own, get out there and dance, do what you want to do or whatever, right? But I mean, this one right here, it's all this weird religious stuff mixed into this. She's ruined so many songs for me, songs from my childhood that I love, that I just can't. She loves doing this one, the Don't You song. Any attention is good attention. That's just the definition of that, right? And she's gonna fire those hands up. She's gonna fire those hands up, and the way she just sits there and looks at the camera. I mean, it's so damn cringy. It's just out there grifting. Grifter's gonna grift, and that is all that is about. Anyways, so there's that, right? Um, I just can't. So I mean, that kind of stuff right there, it seriously pisses me off. Okay, so first of all, let's do this. Do we think, before you would get a comment, do we think, and what do we know? Because I haven't even looked today at the headlines and stuff. Does it look like Lori is going to be deemed competent or no? Does it look like things are adding up to where she's going to be, this is going to be dragged out again? I was leaning towards, oh, she's going to be competent, but now it's just kind of philandering around again. And I'm like, I don't think so, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I haven't heard anything either. Let me get back to this right here. I say no, she actually may be crazy. This might damn well be true. I'm so completely. And here's the other thing too. So different case or whatever. The Barry Morphew trial is like 4 weeks away, apparently. And so I said this in the video I recorded today. I was like, I'm so used to the Daybell case getting dragged out for years that in my mind, I'm like, why is this happening so fast? I mean, it hasn't, obviously, right? But side note. Oh, okay. Here, so we're switching back over. We're on the all train of thought here. So we are going over to the Melanie Gibb comment section, and then they said, this person said, I think she said her spiritual name was Phoebe, not Baby. If you remember in the interview that she was doing with the police, and they were asking what her spiritual name was. Does anybody know that for sure? Because I thought it was Baby, but now I'm curious if it was Phoebe, because an actual name would make more sense than Baby. Although for this crowd, either makes sense, right? It's Phoebe. Okay, okay. Well, now she's ruined a damn character from Friends for me. I mean, these people just can't. I mean, they take everything away from me. They need to go back to the husband before Charles. My theory is that she should. Wait, hold on. That's why she's. Okay, yep. That makes sense, Jenny. Lori's certifiable, but I can't. Hold on. It was crazy there. Yeah, I agree, Samantha. It's Phoebe. Yeah. Okay, I felt Baby Phoebe. I thought it was Baby too. I thought it was Baby too. Because like, especially with the whole mommy thing or the mom thing, I'm like, oh my god. And that's the thing, like, because like when the investigators were like, well, you called her mom. Wait, that's Lori's daughter's name, remember? Wait, hold on. Wait, so are y'all saying, so is Melanie Gibb's spiritual name Phoebe, or is, what do you mean her daughter? Hard to understand what she said. That's Lori's daughter. Wait, that's Lori's daughter's name, Teresa. So which one are you talking about, Teresa? Tylee is Lori's daughter, yeah. Mommy, so gross. I know, right? Can you imagine her? Like that whole night where, like, what's his name? Dave was having a nightmare. She's like, Mom, Dad, could you come in here and do a blessing over David? I think he wet the bed. I just imagine Lori Chad's pillow talk. Oh my God, Jenny, I know. I can't. Oh my God, that damn bug. Oh, thank God. Yo, what is the name? I've asked y'all before. I'm gonna ask you again. What is the name of Chad Daybell's like autobiography book that he did? You know, I'm talking about, like, what is the name of it? And I swear to God, I'm going to do it right now. Her name is Phoebe. In another life, she was Lori. Okay, so her name is Phoebe. Does she hang out at a coffee shop? Wouldn't it be funny if we started figuring out that they were piecing the stories together with like pop culture? And Melanie was like, well, I hung out in an herbal shop with some friends in a city, and we would sit there. My name is Phoebe, and I played the guitar, whatever it was called back then. 6 feet below. Okay, the prosecution has blown the more few case. Yeah, now, okay, so you know what? We're going to talk about that in a second. Hold on. 1 foot in the grave. What? If please tell me it's not 1 foot in the grave, I will absolutely love that. 1 foot. I cannot. Oh my God. 1 foot in the grave. It is not. Please, no. Oh my God. Oh. Oh. Oh my God. What is one? I don't know why it's so funny to me. It just would see so on brand with him. It's like, I mean, God knows, like 1 foot. We're gonna look at in the grave. It is. No. No, it is. Oh my gosh. I don't know what to say. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Hey, it's $0 on Kindle. I think I am gonna maybe do some videos reading about it. Reading about it. You know what I'm saying? I have the Kindle, right? No, I don't need to sign up for it. I already have it. Please hold. Oh my word! But if I don't do it now, I'll forget. I will forget. I'm sorry. Please hold. It'll be 6 months later. Um, I thought you were joking. I thought you were joking when you said 1 foot in the grave. I really did. I thought you were joking when you said 1 foot in the grave. 1 foot in the grave. I mean, these people. I mean, this. Oh, this crowd, y'all. 1 foot in the grave. Chad Daybell. Is it not on Kindle? There it is. Please go back and try again. I'm having customer service issues. Do you think that they got rid of it on Kindle? Hold on, did you? I don't know, Ray. And how are you doing? I wish that he would, or he did, so I could read them. I don't think he did though. Um, Find out with one click. Oh, apparently I already have it. That's pretty sad. Okay, so let's go over here. I mean, this is why, y'all, I have to do this right now in the moment. Yeah, I already have the damn book. All that. I already had it. After all that, I already had it. Okay, let's see here. Are you looking? Should we read a little bit of it right now? It's. I mean, I didn't know I already had it. Hey, you. Hey, Kiwi. How's it going? Thank you. Hey, Angel. Um. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna kind of polish things off here. I'm gonna read a little bit of it just to get a taste. So, chapter one, step inside if you dare. I know, right? Samantha, I think I did block it out from the damn trauma of it. Are you looking for spooky true stories, bizarre occurrences, and to get a tingle up your spine? If so, you found the right place. Come inside the cemetery gate and ignore the mysterious shadows that seemingly dance away. Hello. Is it damn Chad Daybell at the door? It's a little Roscoe. Oh, please hold. Please hold. Roscoe heard the laughing and he's traumatized. Good boy. Well, he kind of scared me, to be honest. Here, go. Okay. 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 Here we go. Some people really love cemeteries, but a graveyard can be a frightening place, especially at night, even in the most amusing settings, such as in Disneyland's Haunted Mansion. The cemetery is shown as a place where you'll get scared out of your wits. That betrayal might be on target. Let me tell you what happened to my neighbor while she and her friends were approaching our local cemetery during a fierce snowstorm. As their car drove slowly past the cemetery gate, my neighbor saw a middle aged woman walking alongside the road, carrying a baby in her arms. She also noticed that the woman appeared terribly sad and wasn't wearing a coat, although the baby was wrapped in a small blanket. My neighbor and her friends decided to give the woman a ride. It took a few moments to turn the car around, but as they drove back toward the cemetery gate, the woman was nowhere to be seen. Now, don't worry, you have heard the story a bazillion times over. This is literally just like an old tale. Yeah, that story is so old. I've heard that since I was a little kid, right? So I can't believe he actually put this in his book. But anyways, they parked the car and searched for her, thinking she had taken shelter under a tree. But there was one peculiar problem. Their own tire tracks were the only marks in the fresh snow. There weren't any footprints to be found. The snow was smooth and untouched, just like my loins. I'm just joking. Oh, good God. Okay. Whew, I lost my breath on that one. Okay. Um. Oh my God Almighty. Hold on, please. Oh dear God Almighty. Okay, so we're right. The smooth, my loins were untouched. Oh yeah, along the road where the woman had been walking a few moments earlier. My neighbor isn't the only person to mention this sad-faced woman to me. This ghostly apparition has been seen on at least three different occasions by cemetery visitors, each time in the middle of a snowstorm. I mean, come on, y'all, please. Life among the headstones. Some people just call me a gravedigger, but my official title is cemetery sexton. Of course, the word sex is in it. However, a 4-year-old visitor once called me the sexy one. That's creepy. Why would you put that in the book? Why would you put that in the book? That is inaccurate, but kind of catchy. I mean, why would you even put that in there? Sexton is actually an English word for one who maintains church property, since most English graveyards were originally situated next to churches. The word became linked to cemetery maintenance workers, but if the name still seems strange, just refer to me as the many cemetery visitors did. They called me the guy. I mean, just, oh my God. Oh, Lord help me. Such as, hey, are you the guy who runs this place? Yeah, 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 a little graveyard humor there. Um, Death is now, well, death has developed a frightening reputation in our modern world. We sometimes forget that for thousands of years, the burial of a loved one was usually taken care of by the family itself. Even some of our great grandparents were accustomed to helping bury a family member, being asked to dig a relative's grave was commonplace. Today, we usually die in hospitals. A mortician takes away the body, and strangers handle the burial. Family members rarely see the body except a brief viewing, which adds to the feeling of mystique and disconnection from the deceased. Yeah, this is so bizarre that this is so weird reading this and knowing what happened. I mean, this is really, really bad. I still can't get past him putting the 4-year-old remark in there. I know it wasn't the kid didn't know they were talking about, but it's still like an active choice to put this in here, right? So, anyways, but this whole thing about, anyways, here we go. But death and burial are things we all face in our families, and a little education on the subject matter um, is better than the confusion and fear. I mean, my God, there. Um, confusion and fear I saw among the many funeral participants. So in these pages, I would debunk many graveyard myths, toss in a few true stories from around the world, and share some of my own experiences that leave little doubt that something awaits us beyond this life. I hope it is an eye-opening experience for you. All I ask is that you please leave any preconceived notions at the cemetery gate. Yeah, 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 yeah. Now, here's what's weird. The next name of the chapter is How Low Do You Go? And Julie's always singing that song. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You may have heard that when a person is buried, he is 6 feet under. That depth is more of a myth than fact. Actually, we dig the hole about 5 feet deep, which is sufficient. These days are long gone when you could. The days are long gone when you could wrap a body in a blanket and bury it along the trail or in a cave. I mean, y'all, this is absolutely just like what? I mean, I know he didn't write this after the fact or whatever, but it's just so creepy, right? The days are long gone when you could wrap a body in a blanket and bury it along a trail or in a cave. Today, nearly all communities require that burials take place in a cemetery, and a person's casket must be placed in a concrete vault. Um, The typical burial vault is 8 feet long, 3 feet wide, and 3 feet tall with a lid on. That means the top of the vault is about 2 feet below the ground once the burial is complete. I had to unearth a few burials, and I assure you that 2 feet of soil in the vault top is plenty. I mean, this is so creepy. You're right. Jenny says this book needs to be read aloud to the court as Exhibit 1. I mean, seriously, right? Where's the burial vault? People often ask why I haven't ever seen a burial vault. Here's the secret: the vault is already in the grave when the funeral arrives. A vault company employee arrives a few hours before the funeral and puts the vault in the hole, minus the lid. The employee then places the wooden planks along each side of the grave to avoid a cave in. The vault employee covers the planks with astroturf before leaving, and he also puts a lowering device across the hole. This device has straps, and the casket is placed on these straps. When the family has departed after the service, the vault worker simply flips a switch on the device, and the straps slowly lower the casket into the vault. The worker then removes the straps, put the vault lid on, and packs up his equipment. At the next graveside service you attend, look down into the hole before the casket is placed on the lowering device. You usually see what appears to be a white slab of concrete. That is the bottom of the vault. Interesting. Okay, we're going to wrap it up right here because I am going to have to go and get ready. So I got to get ready to go to bed for work tomorrow. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be reading this book and doing something on it, right? And maybe just do a reading of it. I don't know what y'all would want to see. Like if I just do like videos of me reading it. Um, but that's like creepy as hell. Oh my god. Let's see here. Chad Daybell is one of the people who don't even have to try to be creepy. I mean, absolutely, Samad. And yeah, Rochelle, and how are you doing, Rochelle? He is definitely fascinated with death. I mean, completely. Um, Schaefer, everyone who knew this book and didn't say anything or supported it should be locked up. I know. I mean, it's so weird to just read the little bit that we just did and then do that comparison of like what we know, right? So yeah, I think I'll do that. I'll do it that way. Anyways, pardon me. I'm so glad I found that on here. While we're doing that. Anyways, I hope everybody's doing well. Thank you all for being here. Thank you, everybody, for the super chats, for commenting, or hanging out in the chat, laughing. This is fun. I'm so glad to catch up with y'all. Like I said, I'm not sure when I'll go live again, but I'll let y'all know. We'll be here definitely before Crime Con, so we can talk about that because there's going to be a lot of really cool people there. Thank you, Emily, for holding the fort down. I greatly appreciate it. Shout out to Emily and shout out to the damn Sofa Squad, and as well as to everybody for the support of the channel. I greatly appreciate it. Like I always say, it wouldn't be here without you all. I love you all, and I'll see you later, alligators.